Welcome everyone. As promised, I'm going to show you how I energize my actual distilled water. Now, I make it in the traditional fashion. You can get distillers most everywhere for about 150, 125 on up. And when that distilled water, which gets all the actual junk out of it, pretty much most everything, you have water that is very pure and rain-like. There are no energies or toxins. I should say there's no toxins in it, but it's also energetically, unfortunately, dead. So what you want to do is revitalize it. Now, rainwater, which distilled water basically is similar to, rainwater, of course, has the natural energies in it from the environment that charges it, both good and bad. But we want to replace that with higher, better energies. And there is a couple of ways of doing this. Well, for years, I always use different energetic tools. Of course, I use my own tachyon neutrinos cells, which are these. And of course, we have other ones. We have clear ones now, etc. These I've used for many, many years. And of course, we have different stones. Now, annanites are very amazing ancient creature stones and something that is good to put in your water. So you're getting these very high level energies, and they knock out all toxins, basically. Even if they're physical, they're low level vibrations. These are high level, as this brings kind of ancient knowledge. And of course, these are beautifully carved pure quartz crystals that look like a pyramid and then have pyramids on the bottom. We have a I think there's 64 little pyramids on here. And of course, this is like the other one. This is a platonic solid, and platonic solids are very good to use in general. I'm going to probably put a whole set in here. You also have these as well. These are little pyramids carved out of pure quartz crystals. And you'll find all these things will be found on the website. And once you get these, you use them over and over again. Now, all you have to do is take everything, and you use a glass jug. Don't use metals. Don't use plastic, for God's sake. Use glass. Glass is wonderful. It's a type of quartz. And all you do is you take everything, and you can add as much in here as you want to. Over the years, I keep adding one thing or another. If I find a particular stone I like or other things that have a vibration I need, I add them in there. So you just put them in your jug. And, of course, I have it on a table like this. This is another little energy thing, which doesn't really do much, but it's nice to have. This, of course, is my new discovery of using these energy plates. And these energy plates purify and bring in huge amounts of high energy, and you put that down on there. Or if you didn't have this, you would put it on here. Then you put this here, and this whole plate system here with this actual light. And now to give another energetic reality to it is full spectrum light, as detailed for really thousands of years and brought into the modern understanding by Hazel Parcells, the great alternative healer. That all spectrum light tends to, well, it will kill all types of viruses and bacteria, and also tends to deactivate any kind of physical toxins as well. And of course, I use all sorts of things. Here's my little pyramids. Here's another unique large pyramid like this. And we'll be having all of this on the website. You'll be able to see. And of course, the one thing I'm missing here is you generally want to put magnets on the top here to give a little magnetic energy as well. But these are such high in energy, you don't really need it. And of course, what you do, very, very simple, people. Now, this whole stand with this wooden stand here and this light. Now, I bought this just like this. It came with like this. Ooh, it came on. came just like this, with the plate, with the wood plate here, this fixture sticking over. And this was actually designed to put a fishbowl here and then have the natural light shine into the fishbowl to clean the water, etc. So this is a great little thing because it has a stand here. So you can then have it. It's really all ready to go. And then all you have to do is put your disc down there, put that down there. And of course, you want to fill things up with water. So I'm going to get the water right now. And again, this is distilled water. Pure and tastes good. Distilling water is a little bit of a pain, but I've done it for over 20 years now. The only problem with distillers is they do tend to put out a lot of heat. So you're going to have to actually... you're going to have to put it near a window where you can open it up, or what's nice in the wintertime is I put it in my bathroom and it makes the bath warm and toasty before you take a shower. Now, once you've done this, and you would fill it up entirely, I don't have enough water right now, but the jug is there, everything is in there. And, you buy all this stuff once. Once you have it, you use it for your entire life. I've had the stuff in there for 10, 15 years. Now what you do is you turn the light on. Now there's your full spectrum light there, which is shining down into the water. And it is killing any kind of toxins in terms of viruses. And on top of it, it is... taking the low vibration toxins that may be in there, whatever that may be, and converting that into high energy and thus deactivating it. If there's anything in there. Generally, distilled water, you're not going to have much of anything in there. It's all been taken out. But if for some reason you do, and I wouldn't do this to purify sink water thinking that this is the end-all cure-all. It certainly is helpful, but I like to start with pure water to begin with. And make sure that, your tap water goes through, can be as bad as going through all sorts of lead. It goes through toxins, molds, and other things. And while your water may appear to look good, it is not good. Now, the whole city of Chicago is loaded with lead pipes, and people are drinking lead there. It's unbelievable. So you want to make sure that you purify that first. Then you get your water that basically is pure, but energetically kind of dead. And then you energize it with all the things. And ultimately, you give it the nature's energizing, which is full spectrum light. Remember, this is full spectrum light. I bought this on Amazon. You can probably find it other places. And as I said, it's got this beautiful wood plate with it. It looks good on your table and serves as a platform there because you can energize anything with full spectrum light. And this will, again, go in there and get rid of viruses, funguses, and bacteria of all types as well. And basically, it's as simple as that. Of course, you want to put all your stuff on here. Put that back there. We want to make sure I'll replace this thing. And of course, we have many of these plates now that you can get relatively inexpensively. You can use them under radionic machines, under things like this. And this, again, is going to bring a great amount of energy in there as well. So one of the many things, and I've created kind of a little energy thing here. This is where I use those attractive little pyramid structures. And many times I actually put other pyramids around it. It's kind of up to you of how you do that, but oftentimes, like, I'll put these pyramids here as well. When you have a little platform like this, there's so many energy tools you can use, and there you go. You put a few extra little pyramids here, and you're bringing in that energy. That is a big block. I think there's 64 pyramids in that big stone that's been carved, as well as the other ones. And of course, you've got those all-important tachyon, neutrino, graviton cells that we make. These really bring in huge amounts of subtle energies to change the structure of anything. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's very simple. These lights are inexpensive. I think this light here, which is only 10 volts, and I generally leave this on for about a half an hour when it's a full jug. You don't need it to leave this on all the time. You just leave it on for a period of time, let it do its job. You are using distilled water, so you're not really worried about doing that. But every time you fill the jug up, you got to turn the light on for 10 minutes. This was only $20. So look at what's out there. There's lots of full spectrum lights out there. They're all basically the same. I found this one for a reasonable price, and you don't need something that is generating huge amounts of wattage. This is a nice unit. I think it's 10-watt light in there, and it certainly does the job to fill up what basically is a little more than or about half a gallon of water there. So you can see how you can do all this inexpensive. Put it all together. You're going to use these things in here for the rest of your life. And once you set something like this up, it's all ready to go. And obviously, I use this every day as I use a fair amount of water in general. As usual, if you have any questions, you need any help, give me you can always contact me by email. Check the upper right, and you'll find the website address to get all these parts. And of course, we're always available on Patreon. Either you want this work to continue, support us, support people that are doing something, and support the fantastic technology that Radionic Tech offers and the great engineering that I put over 50 years of my life into. So this should be a great information for everyone and something everyone should do at home.